Okay, guys, let us start at the back of our mats. In hero's pose, just placing your hands on your knees and taking this moment to ground ourselves. With a big inhale in through your nose and a big exhale out. Setting an intention in this moment for your practice today to move, to flow, to reconnect within, to be present on your mat, in your body. So we're going to start today stepping forward. On the top of your mat, open up your arms and place your hands over your heart in Samasthiti with your hands in prayer position. Taking a couple more deep breaths, really feeling the earth beneath your feet, grounded and stable and strong. Closing your eyes at this moment, reconnecting to your body, following the gentle flow of your breath in and out of your nose. On your next inhale, let's reach our hands up to the sky, look up. And now, gently bringing your hands back to your heart center. Another time, reaching our arms up to the sky, look up. Now this time, let's interlace our fingers and point our hands to the right side. So now going into a nice deep stretch on the left side of our bodies, making sure that your hips are straight and that your left shoulder does not go past your right shoulder. So you're square. Let's inhale, come back to center, and exhale. This time, same thing, but going over to the left side. So your left hands are pointing to the left side, so you should be feeling a nice juicy stretch along the right side of your body. Coming back to center, inhale, look up and gently arch your back. If possible, look behind you, bringing your hands to your forehead. Keep on looking and bending your knees and dive yourself down, rolling back up on your inhale. Moving with your breath, look up, dive yourself down. So these are nice standing forward fold waves. Exhale, bend your knees, dive down. Inhale, rolling up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, dive yourself down, let it go. One more time. Inhale, look up, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive down. At this time, inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, you're going to step back into plank position and Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck your toes, inhale, upward facing dog, sternum forward, thighs off the mat. Exhale, press yourself back into downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Let's pedal out those feet. Big breath. Let's bring our feet closer and let's add that wave-like motion. Inhaling, bringing yourself into plank, and exhaling, pushing back into downward facing dog. So a couple of these, again, adding movement with your breath. That should feel really good on your spine. Inhale, roll yourself into plank, head comes up last. Exhale, starting with your hips, press them back and into downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling back into plank. Exhale, roll your back into downward facing dog. Inhale, look up, step or jump to the front of the mat, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, powering your legs, reach up to the sky, scoop up, and exhale, forward fold, back down to earth. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step back into plank and Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good job, guys. At this time, inhale, let's come back into plank. And let's give me knee to elbow 2 times. Exhale back into downward facing dog. So inhale, you come into plank and tap the opposite elbow with both legs. So right knee, right elbow, left knee, left elbow. And you exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Let's keep it going. Touch right knee, touch with your left knee. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Roll back into plank, and this time let's open to our side plank with your left hand to the ground, right arm reaching up. Let's add some nice arm circles for 1, for 2, so your right arm is going in front into the back. You can follow it with your gaze if you'd like. Beautiful. Let's slide that top leg up. And let's press that foot in front of you and arch and reach to the front and dive. Dip your hips down. Reach to the front with your arm. Dive your hips down and reach to the back of your mat with your arm. So again, moving with breath here. This should feel really good on the side of your body when you dip down. When you lift up, you'll be feeling it on the left side. Now let's stay here, reaching your right hand up, bringing that top foot to your knee, transitioning into plank, knee to chest, and let's open into our fallen triangle. So your right foot goes to the left side of your mat, straight leg, left hand reaches up. Big reach with your left hand, square your hips back into plank, knee to chest, and then bring it back out into plank for chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's round back into plank position and open up this time to the left side so your right hand stays on the mat. And let's give me those nice big arm circles with your left hand for 2. 3, last one. Reach and 4, beautiful. Now let's slide that left foot up towards your knee. Hold and plant it in front of you, reaching even higher with your hips. Left hand goes in front of the mat, and then dive your hips down and left hand reaches back on the mat. Combining movement with breath here. So you exhale, you dip your hips down. And you inhale, you reach your left hand forward with your hips up. Reach it forward, hips up. Exhale, dip your hips, left hand comes down. Inhale, reach forward. Let's stay here in a hold. Reach, 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 reach. Left foot comes back in a passe position. And let's transition knee to chest, square your hips, and come into fallen triangle. So now your left leg is straight and pointed to the right side of the mat. Your right hand is up to the sky. Transitioning back, squaring your hips into plank position, and exhaling chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, press your hips up into downward facing dog. Beautiful job, guys. Inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, step or jump forward, halfway length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, power your legs, reach up to the sky. And exhale, dive yourself back down to Mother Earth. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, you're going to step or jump back into plank and chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. At this time, we are going to round back into plank position, shifting our weight into our side plank, left hand to the mat. And this time, let's take eagle legs. So your right knee is going to cross over your left knee. Readjust if you need to. Your right foot could stay on the mat for better balance, or if you can, interlace it behind your left ankle. Reach your right hand up to the sky, and if you can, bring it behind your head and look up. Beautiful position for your strength and your digestive system here. Uncrossing your leg, coming back to side plank, transitioning into full plank and Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job working with the same leg. Inhale, bringing your right leg up, three-legged dog. And exhale, gently placing it between your hands, coming into our high lunge. Find your balance, eagle arms with your hand, your right elbow beneath your left elbow. Find your balance and exhale, shift your weight forward onto that right leg. Left knee comes up. And then coming down at your time into our full eagle pose. So your left knee will come cross over top your right knee. And if you can, interlace the left ankle behind your right calf. You could also place your left foot on the floor for better balance. Find your drishti. Find your focus. Coming back up, find your balance, uncrossing your hands and arms and gently getting back into a high lunge position. Exhale, hands to mat, and let's push back into our pyramid pose with your back foot heel off the mat. Inhale, back into high lunge. We're moving with our breath here. Exhale, press back into pyramid pose. Chest to your thigh. Inhale, come up, high lunge. You can move as slowly as you need really here, guys. It's all about connecting with your breath, pressing back into pyramid pose. Inhaling, coming back up into high lunge. Strong legs here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Press back into pyramid pose. Make sure your hips are squared. So you're really trying to pull that right hip back. Push the left hip forward. Here I have my back foot. My back heel is lifted to give me a bit more leverage here. Beautiful. Coming back, bending that front knee. And let's swing that right leg back up into three-legged dog. Big inhale. Exhale, coming back into plank position and Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up that chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, guys. We got the other side to go. Rolling back into plank position. Opening up, this time right hand is on the mat, side plank on your left. Bring now your left knee over top your right, interlacing your ankles if possible. Left hand comes behind your head and you're looking up to the sky. This is the full side plank eagle pose. Take it wherever you feel comfortable today, guys. Hold and breathe. Feel the beautiful compression of the internal organs. Find that steadiness. Find that strength. Beautiful. Let's uncross our legs, reach our left hand forward. Transitioning into our high plank, and let's flow it out. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up, three-legged dog on your inhale. Exhale, you're gonna place the foot between your hands, top of the mat, coming into our high lunge. Finding your balance, finding that strength. Eagle arms, this time your left elbow beneath your right. Shifting your weight forward onto your left foot, your right knee comes up to the chest and coming into our full eagle pose. So crossing your right knee over your left. interlacing that right foot behind your left calf if possible, or placing it on the mat for better balance. Hold, breathe, find your drishti, your point of focus. Oh, a little wobbly on this side. Good job, guys. Coming back out of this, extend your arms up to the sky and push back into your high lunge as slowly as you want to keep your balance. And then exhale, hands to mat, and let's push back into our pyramid pose. Chest comes down to the thigh. Inhale, reach back up to high lunge. So we're moving with the breath here. Movement and breath. Exhale, hands to mat, pyramid pose. Inhale, bend the front knee. Arms reach up to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, hands to mat, pyramid pose. Inhale, arms come back up to the sky. Exhale, press yourself back into pyramid pose. Let's hold here. This time making sure your left hip is being pushed back and your right hip is coming forward. You can have your back foot lifted, your heel off the ground. Looking down, breathing deeply. Inhale, let's bend that front knee. And let's swing that left leg back up into three-legged dog on a big inhale. On your exhale, you're going to come back, roll into plank position, and take our flow, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, sternum forward, thighs off the mat. Untuck your toes and press your hips up into downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, look up to the front of the mat, step or jump forward, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky, look up. Exhale, dive down. Let's do some standing forward fold waves. Just wave it out, make it feel good on your body. Inhale, you're reaching up to the sky, and as you exhale, you bend your knees and let it all go to the floor. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, let it go forward fold. Touch the hands with the earth. At this time, inhale, halfway length. Exhale, you're going to step or jump back into plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, reaching your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog on your inhale. Exhale, we're going to open those hips, stack the right hip over the left. Really feeling that nice hip opening, twirling your right ankle if that feels good. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your right knee to right elbow for 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow for 2. Again, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow for 3. Last time, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow for 4. Right leg up. And now let's open up our hips again, and if it's possible, let's flip our dog and come into wild child. So bringing your right foot to the mat and opening up your hips and your chest to the sky, reaching your right hand to the front of the mat, trying to touch the floor with your hand. Beautiful arch of the back here, opening that chest and that front side of the body. This is not within your practice, that's all good. You can stay in that three-legged dog, just opening the hip. Wherever you are, let's come back into our three-legged dog. And let's slowly bring that right knee towards the left thumb into our pigeon, keeping your back foot tucked underneath. We're going to inhale, wave down, and exhale, we're going to press ourselves up. So that front leg is going to extend. So we're going into the IT band here. So inhale, wave yourself down, and exhale, extend that right leg. Inhale, coming down into your pigeon. Then your exhale, you're going to press yourself up the mat with your hands and extend that right foot, that right leg. This time let's hold here. If you do a lot of running or hiking, this may be a bit, may feel this a lot in that front leg that is diagonal. Adding a twist if possible. Left hand stays grounded, right arm reaches up. You're looking towards the right side, just adding a nice twist. Reaching forward, squaring off the hips, and gently bring ourselves down into our full pigeon this time. Untucking our back foot and coming down into our full pigeon. Either hands are on a block, forearms are on a block, or you can come all the way down, reaching your forehead to the mat, with your arms extended in front of you. This is a beautiful time to close your eyes and go within. Making sure your hips are squared to the mat. Gently coming out of this pose right now, lifting your chest up. Let's come into our mermaid. So your left hand reaches to the back, grabbing onto your left foot, and that's version 1. So you can just hang out here and you should feel a really nice quad stretch for the left leg here. Level 2 is grabbing onto that left foot with your inside of your elbow. And level 3 is how I'm demonstrating here, is you're reaching your right arm up and grabbing onto your left hand. Adding a bit more of that nice chest opening. Again, take it to your level. Make it feel good. Exhale, let's release gently, letting go of the back foot, pressing into the mat with your hands and coming back into our downward facing dog. Let's float out, let's roll into plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Left leg this time, big inhale. Left leg reaches up. And open your hips. So stack your left hip over the right. And exhale, you're going to bring your left knee to left elbow for 1. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow for 2. Inhale, left leg comes up. Again, left knee to left elbow for 3. Last time. Left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Left knee comes back up, left leg. Let's open up and stack your hips. Either stay here, or if it's comfortable and within your practice, flip your dog, placing your left foot behind you now on the mat and opening your hips up to the sky and your chest as well. So your left hand is now reaching for earth. Your right leg is extended. Wherever you are, let's meet back into our 3-legged dog. Big inhale. And exhale, let's come with our left knee towards our left thumb. Inhale, down, chest comes down. Tuck your back foot and extend on your exhale your left leg. So again, recreating that movement and breath. Exhale, extend your front leg that's beneath you. Inhale, you're coming back into your pigeon position. Exhale, you're extending that left leg, feeling it in the IT band. Let's hold here. Hips are squared. If you'd like to add a twist, let's keep our right hand grounded. And then reaching up with your left hand to the sky. again, for those that are joggers and runners and hikers, this may feel really spicy. So take it to your own level. Maybe bend that left knee a little bit. Breathe. Let's come back to center, both hands on the mat, and let's gently make ourselves down into our full pigeon position, untucking your back foot at this time. Big inhale, open your chest, and on your exhale, let's dive our chest forward, forehead to mat if possible, or your forearms to a block. Just breathe and close your eyes and go within. Making sure your hips are squared. See if this side is a bit tighter than the other side. See if there's any imbalances there. And if you feel any tension, just breathe more deeply and sending healing energy towards that part of your body that needs it most. Slowly inhaling, coming back up, chest up, and let's come into our dancer pose. So right hand reaches to the back, grabbing onto your right foot. Either hang out here for version 1, just feeling that nice quad stretch. Version 2, place the foot in the inside of your right elbow. Version 3, or full mermaid, you're going to grab your right hand with your left hand. So you're opening more of that frontal side of your body. That chest is opening. Nice stretch for your shoulder as well. It's one of my favorite poses because you really feel that everything is opening. Chest, your quad, find your point of focus to keep your balance. Slowly, let's release, gently placing your back foot on the mat, tucking your toe. Let's press ourselves back into downward facing dog. Beautiful, rounding ourselves into plank, and let's flow it out, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, step or jump forward, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, power your legs, reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Again, recreating wave-like motion. Exhale, bend your knees. Make this feel good. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive yourself to the mat. Touch the mat with your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, let's now bring ourselves to the mat. Coming down, maybe scoot a bit forward. We will be going into our Halasana at this time. So you're going to help your hips with your hands to press them up and push them up behind you. So your feet are now in the back of the mat. You're pressing the back of your knees to the sky, interlacing your fingers. So really thinking of rolling those shoulders underneath you. If this is very uncomfortable for your neck, feel free to use a towel underneath your shoulders to make that space, to create that space with your neck. Easier version, your feet are tucked like mine are. Harder version, untuck your feet. So the balls of your feet are going to be touching the floor. At this time, if it's within your practice, let's press our legs up into our shoulder stand, creating a beautiful straight line with our body, thinking that somebody's pulling us from the feet to the sky. Your hands are now on your lower back, supporting your back. See if you could reach even higher by moving your hands up your back towards your shoulders. I like to close my eyes, and this position is quite a meditative position when you feel comfortable with it. Beautiful for stimulating the thyroid glands. A really great inversion to do any day. Great, so let's bring our feet back behind us, back into our Halasana. And this time adding a variation, bending your knees. So you want to think that your knees are coming to touch the mat or touching your ears. So you're spreading your legs a bit wider apart. Again, here I clasp my hands behind my back. I really like that for my shoulders. And here I'm going to show a variation that's beautiful for the back. So you're going to stretch your hands up and you're going to grab your feet with your hands. Now this is only if you can, but this one's really juicy for your back. You're going to feel a nice stretch from the top of your hands all the way down to your feet. So it's like if you were doing a forward fold, but you're in an inverted position. You're seated forward fold, but you're inverted. So it's different, but super nice. Okay, this time let's bring our hands to the mat, palms facing down and rolling our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, using the strength of our core. Keeping our legs straight, pointed up to the sky, bending your knees and coming into our happy baby. So grabbing on the outside of our feet with our hands and making sure our whole spine, our tailbone is on the mat. And adding a nice little gentle rock from side to side if that feels good. Adding in a happy baby smile, maybe a little giggle or laugh, and adding a bit of ease and joyfulness into this posture. Sometimes we tend to be very serious in our practices, so this is a beautiful way to just add a bit of lightness. All right, reaching your legs back up, and now bringing your legs down all the way to the mat, slowly using your core strength, readjusting if needed, coming into our final position, everybody's favorite, Shavasana. Releasing your feet and your hands, your palms are facing up. This is the moment where you get to just be. Worked hard during your practice today. Now is the time to let yourself surrender into the mat, into the ground beneath the mat, into Mother Earth. Tuning in to the gentle and natural inhale and exhale of your breath. Let it be your anchor if you find your mind is starting to wander to your to-do lists. Gift yourself this moment to be present, to be here now, to show up for yourself in this beautiful finishing pose. I highly recommend you stay here for as long as you can, but if you do need to get on with your day, let's add some gentle movement with our body, wiggling our hands and toes. Let's hug ourselves. Give ourselves a really big hug with our knees into our chests. And then a nice big full body stretch, reaching to the opposite sides of the mat with your feet in hand, left to right. And then gently rolling over to your right side, taking your time, and pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position along the center of your mat, just in an easy pose here. And let's take these next few minutes to just ground ourselves again, coming back into that breath, back into that sensation, that feeling that you have now, that you're done your practice. How do you feel? Did anything shift? Placing your hands on your heart, breathing even more deeply here. Sending out all the love and gratitude that you deserve for yourself and wishing it onto everybody else as well. Now let's take a big inhale, reach our arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to our heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, biggest breath of the day. Reach up, look up to your hands. And bring your hands to your third eye, your forehead, center of your intuition. Down to your throat, center of your self-expression, speaking your truth. And down to your heart, the center of love and gratitude and kindness. Thanking yourself for this beautiful practice. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Wishing you all a beautiful rest of your day.